Hey guys, it's time for another creepy video, and for tonight's creepy video I am going to be talking about a place called the Devil's Toy Box. So I hope you guys enjoy. It was what inspired Clive Barker's Hellraiser series, but instead of it being an actual toy box, it's a room, a part of a little wooden shack that supposedly drives people insane. It is located in northern Louisiana. I could not find the actual place where it was, but I do know that it was in northern Louisiana. It was actually a part of a haunted attraction which was called Farmer Graves' Orchard. Apparently, the owner of this haunted house really wanted to step it up when it came to his haunt. He wanted it to be unlike any other haunt that was in the state. His haunt is a small wooden cabin-like shack which is completely covered on the inside with mirrors. It is a one-roomed haunt. Yes, one room, completely covered in mirrors. Every wall, floor, ceiling, everything is covered in mirrors. All of these mirrors are facing towards each other. Now, according to the legend, if you go inside this haunt and you stand there for long enough, the devil will appear and he will steal your soul. In some versions, he actually took people alive. Many have claimed to have lost their lives inside of this box. There have been so many reports of people just going insane, committing suicide, and disappearing forever within these reflective walls. People were known to not stay any longer in this wooden shack any longer than 5 minutes. It was said that there was a billboard outside of the shack at one point in time, and it was really large. It said the time that was the longest that anyone's ever stayed in there. The longest recorded time was 4 minutes and 37 seconds. Now, there was a man who lasted longer than that, however, and his name was Roger Heltz. He was 52 and he had 3 kids. Now, mysteriously, this man, after he came out of this haunt, no longer talked, and he hasn't talked since he went into this shack. So many things have happened inside of this haunt. Supposedly there were people being hospitalized after walking out of it. There was a young boy by the name of John Tyler. Now, he originally came to this haunted attraction after his friend went there and went missing, and they could not find him. It is said that John lost all touch with reality. He lost all sense of space and time within this haunt. He felt as though he were trapped inside of this box forever, or as if he had never even been inside of it, that he was still outside, even though he came into it. Now, this is the scariest part of all. At some point, John saw his friend who went missing inside of the shack. Now, whether this was really him or whether this was a ghost of him, he didn't know. But he saw him shoot himself in the head. It was one of the most gruesome, brutal things he had ever witnessed, and afterwards, they found no trace of this boy in there, no trace that anyone had been in there. Eventually, he got out of there, and he ran his truck into the side of it to make sure he destroyed it so it would not harm anyone else. There was also a young girl by the name of Erin. Now, Erin talked about the shack, and she said she wanted to go inside of it and see for herself what it was all about. And this was around the year of Halloween 2014. Now, there have been reports that this has been around longer because it was what inspired Clive Barker's Hellraiser, supposedly. So, it was around longer than that, but At this point in time, it was around Halloween of 2014, and unfortunately she did not get to go there in time, but her boyfriend and a couple of her friends from high school visited there, and her boyfriend went missing. They could not find him since he went to the shack. One woman suffered a heart attack after being inside of there, and a 17-year-old boy came out of there kicking and screaming, and only 2 weeks afterwards, he ended up committing suicide. It is said that mirrors are gateways to other dimensions, especially in the afterlife. Many people believe this is just BS, they think it's nonsense, they think it's all made up, they don't think anything of it. But it is said places such as the Devil's Toy Box are known to harness paranormal energy from all the mirrors that are inside there. And it is so contained in one little box that it can literally drive people insane. It wasn't long after all of these incidents at the shack started happening that the law enforcement got involved and unfortunately shut the place down. For some reason, this initially never made the newspaper, but when it was shut down, left a couple areas of it still standing, and the shack was a part of that. It was located near the end of their property, and it was only accessible by a 2-lane dirt road. Now, many people have traveled out since the closing of the Devil's Toy Box, but many of them have experienced some really freaky paranormal stuff, and some of them have disappeared, never to be seen again. So, what do you guys think of this little place? Would you ever venture out for yourself and see it? If it was still standing, would you still go inside of it and see for yourself what it's all about? Because I sure would. I'm a very big adventure taker, and you guys know how I am with the scary stuff. Like, I would love to test it out and see if it's real. It's very spooky, however, and I do believe that, mirrors are gateways to other dimensions. As you guys know, all of those mirror games that I play, they're so freaky, and they're some of the most freaky games in my opinion. And I just couldn't even imagine a room filled with mirrors all facing each other. That's just insane to me. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a big ol' thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you have not already, and become a morbid maniac. And if you're new to my channel, hello, my name is Melanie, and I upload scary videos every Saturday, so make sure that you stick around, and I will see you guys in my next video.